Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Hello. I hope this finds you well, having a great day wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another Love Tarot reading at the Tarot Closet. Another love reading, and oftentimes here at the end, I should say, as often. Why am I tongue-tied? What's going on with your reading? As is often the case here at the Tarot Closet, love messages reading. Okay, or maybe it's just me. Let's see what's going on with your reading. This is a love reading for all signs, a love tarot reading for all signs. The Page of Wands. Interesting. Somebody getting some ideas. Looks like there's been a lot of contemplation in this connection. The Hangman, Pisces energy, major arcanas, also the Hermit card, Virgo and Mercury, Pisces and Uranus energy. So this has been a period of uncertainty in this connection. It does seem that somebody is indecisive. There might be some power struggles going on here. Let's see what's going on, because I also feel like somebody's not really doing anything yet, you know? Are you both in this energy, or is one person in this energy? Let's see. It's early on. I wasn't quite ready, but that's how it goes. Page of Wands already here. Somebody may be getting some ideas, wanting to lead with their heart. Is this communication? Anyway, welcome to your Love Tarot reading for all signs, and all signs love reading. I'm not going through the zodiac signs and time stamping. This is a reading that if you have found yourself here, you're meant to be here. There is a reason you're here. Not only are all my readings timeless, as in whenever you get here, but these are fated connections. So you have arrived here when you've arrived here. That can be in real time. I'm channeling in June 2023. But that can also be many months, even years later. It's just, yeah, it just means that there's a message or messages or something you need to see or hear here today. So welcome. I'm tongue-tied. I'm kind of talking over myself. So we're going to get moving and see what's going on. Down in the description is thetarotcloset.com. Also, all the playlists are really easily accessible. All zodiac signs, more messages from your person, and love tarot readings for all signs. If you're on a twin flame journey, there are very long twin flame readings below, so feel free to, explore if you are inspired to do so. Please don't forget to like today's video and subscribe to the channel. This helps me so much more than you know to keep the channel healthy, continue to grow, and bring you more readings. So thank you very much. Let's see what's going on. What else is going on? Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the moon in reverse. Interesting. Pisces energy, more Pisces energy. We saw that in the Hangman. So somebody has clarity and wants to tell you some kind of truth. They're having a little bit of trouble here. I want to say, there's a little bit of fear. Interesting. That's putting the moon in a spin for me, but I can see that here in the Page of Wands. They're not really sure. They want to talk and come in, I feel like, and from their heart, or something here from their heart for sure. And bring in this offer. What is this? Well, this is a rose. It is about this connection. It's love. It's quite urgent and growing, new beginnings. It's an offer. You can see it leading with the heart, the energy of love. There's the lion, the courageous energy. It's powerful energy. And as you can see, there's the infinity symbol. For some of you, this might be a twin flame journey. It's infinity, regardless of whether it's upside down or not. And that's also an 8. It's an action number. It's accomplishing something. And it's considered a lucky number, actually. There's a lot of Gaia energy around it, but we see this entire energy is in reverse. So, and we know here in the moon card that this is somebody who's clear about what is it, how they feel. I feel like it's clear about what they want to say or what they need to say, should say. Let's see, we need a lot more. I think these might be yours. Yeah, these are yours. And you can see it, but they're not really sure, I feel like, maybe how to come. It's sort of maybe somebody who has had trouble communicating and is just trying to find the right words. It's a little bit of apprentice energy for me. It can be that your person, and I point here because this is where their energy is the strongest, your person, your someone, or someone who's coming up for you today, and it can be in your, I want to say proximity physically, somebody even that you're just not communicating with, that you live near or you live with. But it can also be completely no contact and or in separation. So let's see, but we see that there's somebody here that knows they need to be clear about something. They're just not sure how to bring it themselves. They're not really ready yet. Okay, yeah, so it's an emotional. Well, we already see it's leading from the heart, but there's more of the page energy, and it's also telling us exactly what we're feeling. It's a validation that it can be they're younger. It's not going to be for everybody, because that's also, yeah, in chronological years, maybe for some of you, but that's also just kind of how they're going about things. It's like the apprentice energy a little, just kind of learning, getting the courage, figuring things out. Because this is the Page of Cups, and it can be a love offer. And, well, you see that starfish. It's infinite possibilities. That is also, for me, making something work that wasn't. And it's an offer. It's a cup, It's page energy here. So, again, it's a validation that there's a little bit of fear. They're not really sure how to go about it. Is this only communication? Is this just somebody coming here, speaking from the heart? Trying, because they're really not ready, but they know either how they feel or what they want to say. The clarity's here, and also the truth. What is the truth? Is it how they feel? Is it something you've been waiting to hear? Is it in regard to a lie? Whatever the case may be, is they're not really ready for this offer. This is, the wands are the fastest energy. It's the fiery energy. And it's putting it into, possibly even a hot and cold energy. Somebody who's just kind of in or out, not really sure. I mean, we see that. It's indecisive and not really acting yet. And we also saw that in the hangman energy. So that's not surprising. Have they come out of the hermit energy? I think so. They could still be going in there, kind of going back and forth between the hangman energy and the hermit card energy. And let's see, because I am hearing that some of you might be in there as well. Not really sure, because it's Virgo and Mercury energy. And of course, Mercury is the planet of communications, planet of the mind. So it's the thoughts. You go in there, you go within yourself for clarity in the hermit energy. Your quest for personal truth, spiritual illumination. So that's the other thing. We saw that. I feel like you might be in there figuring out what exactly do you want from this connection, or what are you needing to hear? But that's also connecting us directly to the moon in reverse with the clarity. So it's also the clarity of that they have their truth, okay? Something they want to tell you about this. And that can be the only offer we see, It can be coming through literally in a message. Mercury is oftentimes connected to reading and writing, and it's probably archaic in terms of handwriting. I still handwrite a lot of things, everything actually. However, so that can be the case even really for some of you that are even in the same house or near each other. However, in this new day and age, I realize that a lot of times now this is connecting to email or text messages or social media, that sort of thing. So it's something coming through there, I feel. So that can be the offer. It literally can just be a message. It can be a lot more. We see the rose here, and that's a romantic gesture offer, and it's leading with the heart, but it is, they're still in some fear here for whatever reason. Look at all this page energy. Yeah, it's super strong. It's really strong page energy, and you can see here that it's a lot more than just a message. So this is the reunion energy here, this floral wreath. It's the page again, so we could go through that all again. But this is connecting for me with a message, with some kind of news coming through about this is somebody here trying to figure things out and come to you. Is there a yes or no here? Did you ask a question? Are you waiting for somebody to come with an offer? Are you waiting for them to tell you how they feel? Are you waiting for what they want or clarity? Whatever the case may be, it's really clear that there's a little bit of fear, but it's very much here in the energy. And they're getting clear now in the Moon card, and as we saw, both in the Hermit energy, where they literally have been and might still be going in and out of to figure this out. And spiritual illumination, it's also communication with Source. We know that. God, Goddess, the universe, the divine spirit. And it's going deep. So it's bringing in some Six of Cups energy for me, for some of you, that this is a big deal. This is somebody you've been connected with for a really long time. And it can also be that it's not chronologically. Maybe it's a connection, I want to say spiritually, that you're just realizing what it means to you. For some of you, this is twin flame energy. You know, I realize that's not for everybody, but it is here. And they're looking right at the pentacle. It's the commitments. It's the physical relationships. It's the slowest moving energy too. And we see it here kind of on, almost on par, or might be a little lower than the mountain, some obstacles here. It's the person here. You're someone. It's their obstacles that they're overcoming. We see it. It's the fear. It's the fear of because what is this truth that they're getting about themselves, how they feel, and what they want to bring to you? Because it can also be connected around an event or another person, you know, at third parties. Now that can be romantic. It can also be family of origin, a job, location, cultural, religious differences. We need a lot more. I want to move the energy a little bit here. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards, okay? It's the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, interesting. So this is also not surprising because it's right below the Moon card in reverse, where they're working on this clarity. For me, I feel like it's not right now, you know, because you can see it. This is somebody who's afraid, who's not sure how to come, who's not sure how to say what they want to say. They do want to connect. It can be only in a message. It can be a lot more. But it's the Three of Wands, and it's coming in reverse. That's the Sun in Aries. So this is still somebody who's not really clear how to do it. It's a feeling of not really seeing clearly. For me, it's also the High Priestess in reverse energy. It's a little bit of clouded insight here, and it aligns exactly with the energy here, which is the Page energy. I mean, what are we missing? We're missing the Page of Swords. That's all we're missing here. So it's quite strong. Divine timing, growth, communication. It's the three here. It's leading with the heart. Look, it's coming here, leading with the heart, the timing here, connecting with divine timing. There's the star that has risen above all the obstacles, all those mountains, which we also see here in this Page energy, okay? It's almost like they were here. And they're flying over here now and trying to figure it out. Here's the star connecting us to the star energy, Aquarius energy, of course, the major arcana. And, well, yeah, that's also Uranus energy here, which is what we saw in the Hangman, where they are trying to work things out, what they want, finding a solution, because the Hangman connects for me with the crown chakra, and that is, you know, finding a solution and knowing really what to do to get that outcome, the Sun energy, because of course the crown chakra connects us with the Sun, and that's the outcome. So here's the hope for that, the hope for that they're going to figure it out, the hope that you're going to accept it, on the move, leading with their heart, quite emotional, still under here, communication, it's time. It's in reverse. So we see that there's still strong Page energy actually here in this Three of Wands. It's just not surprising at all that there's still more time. I feel like could be for some of you, this is a maturity issue. It won't be for everyone, chronological time needing to pass. But in any case, it's the lack of that communication right now. It's the lack of coming forward right now. It's the opposite of everything. So this mountain, this mountain range, we call them the Alps here in Austria, of course, the Rockies. What are these? You know, what are they to you? With the star above everything here and saying, yeah, there's hope still to overcome these obstacles, these challenges. We see it's in reverse, that it's still there. The star is not any different because the card is in reverse. It's still there. but it's not right now. They're not ready. And we see it in the King of Wands in reverse. It's quite literally, what are they not ready for? Well, we see them looking at the Pentacle, and here now is the Knight, which is moving forward, which is, on the move, wanting to be able to be reliable, wanting to do the work here. This is a horse of humility. That's apologetic energy that's pushing through the obstacles. So here's the thing. This is what I feel like is on their mind right now and what they're wanting to do and offer. And for some of you, I just heard that you're also in the energy of wanting that from this person, okay? However, you can see with the King of Wands in reverse, right above it, that it's just not time yet. And, they're holding on to the Pentacle here, the Messenger. This is Spirit connecting us to messages from Spirit, and that's what we know is going on in the Hangman as they work things out, and also in the Hermit energy, where I feel you're also there too, trying to figure out what is your next move here. What I love, well, I don't know about love, but the Nine of Wands in reverse here is telling me that they're putting down some of those defenses, and there's more of a vulnerability happening right now. And that's just the page energy, I feel, of seeing things and working things out. They're not quite ready here. This is the hope I feel to come here with that Pentacle. Is that an offer of commitment? It can be. That's that is commitments, physical relationships. We also know there's a lot of practicalities underneath that. So everything needing to line up: mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. The 4 areas of support and stability, because, it's the foundations. And around the foundations, of course, are the support that you need to hold up those walls, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical, to build this life together, to build this connection, to build a relationship, to rebuild a relationship. If a wall comes down or it gets knocked out, and you decide to rebuild, or you decide to abandon the site and not, This is a feeling for me, because it's coming through that it's somebody who really wants to, but they're afraid. So they're coming out of that defensive energy, I feel. Are they coming out fast enough? This is the bottom of the deck. We're going to get obviously some more here in this deck, and I'm going to bring in another deck. We'll see about channeled love messages and channeled song messages from their higher self, love messages. We'll see. I don't always, I just never know. I'm surrounded by a lot of things, charms and totems, numbers, letters, astrology dice. I'll see where I'm drawn today. I'm not really feeling anything quite yet, but I'm getting this energy in these messages of, are you going to be there? It's the 6 of Pentacles coming down in the upright. It's the Moon in Taurus. Isn't that interesting? And the Moon in reverse here, by the way, this is Pisces energy, and that's also bringing in Cancer and Gemini. And Gemini connecting us to the Moon in that way is the communication, both with Source, okay? The Moon and the Sun. The Moon is the subconscious. The Sun is the conscious. It's lighting up the Moon and showing everything. And this is an energy for me of them getting that clarity that we know they're trying to get, the truth of what they want and how they feel, maybe some actual truth of what happened, if it involves a third party, whether that's a person, place, thing, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, this Moon in Taurus energy, this 6 of Pentacles is a really giving reciprocal energy, and it's balancing things out that we're not. This is bringing in for me, and it's a really similar visual here to the Justice card. Isn't that interesting? Because it's giving, it's a balance. And that does bring in Libra energy. And, well, yeah, so the truth, the solution. So we know in that Hangman energy that's where they are working it out. They're going in and out of the Hermit, I feel. They're figuring it out here. A lot more vulnerability. They're still not quite ready, but wanting to come, I feel, with some truth. Again, what is it? Is it theirs? Is it truth that you're needing to hear? Well, you're going to want to hear it anyway, right? Aren't you? Are they coming here with this offer? Because you can see that you can see right here that this was in reverse at some point, that there was something or someone getting an imbalance. So it could have been a third party, a person. It could also have been work, or just simply them getting in their own way, you know, which is really likely here too with that page energy, and it not being reciprocal, not being a balanced connection. That they're coming in here, you know, it's showing us that this is something they're wanting to bring. Excuse me. For me, again, it's really connected to a message. And yeah, it's just figuring out their personal truth. And possibly, again, maybe some other truths. That's what this is for me. But it can also be connecting us right here with this Knight of Pentacles. And yeah, it's quite emotional. The water's really turbulent. And what they have received, the clarity, the truth here in the moon in reverse, is what's coming through that's going to be offered. So we are going to keep this. Okay. Yeah, look, interesting. Not surprising at all. This is a spinner for me. We'll see if it wants to come back, and in particular in reverse. We're going to have another deck soon, but this is really clearly what we already know, Saturn and Libra energy. So it can be for some of you, of course, that this is a divorce, breakup energy, no contact, and or in separation. But this can also be the heartbreak. For some of you, that may even be in a connection with somebody that this is going on. And it's having left, I want to say, mentally. Because the swords are connected to, well, yeah, the mental energy, the communication, the air energy, it's all of that, the truth, it's all connected here. So it can even be for some of you that this is the loss and the sadness around just not communicating, you know, with somebody that's kind of left, that's checked out, that's not communicating, that's left the connection that you're even living with or near. That is not for everyone, but it is for some of you. I'm clear about that because the message is coming through, but it's also the separation or no contact here. We can see it. It's Saturn and Libra energy, and I'm also going to keep it. And as I'm looking down here, it's wanting to go here. Okay, so I want to go ahead and move the energy some more. And let's see where it's going. By the way, that Three of Swords, it is a 3 again. So yeah, we see that. Third parties, right? But remember, here with the tarot closet with me, that's for me, it's not always a person. Because it's also really connected. It's the sword. It's transactional energy, so it's lack of transaction, it's lack of communication, it's lack of clarity, and that's really in alignment with them getting the truth and the clarity and wanting to communicate here but having trouble. We can see it. It's extremely clear in regard to this connection. So yeah, can it be romantic? It can. If that's resonating with you, then that's what the third party is for you, but it can also be, look what's at the bottom of the deck. Again, it can be numerous things. For me, it's really strong that it's connected to the air energy, again, to the sword energy, the conflicting energy, the lack of clarity, the lack of communication, the lack of honesty. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is wanting to show itself. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it's coming down here in the upright. This is an offer. It's a pretty big offer. It's, it's kind of going past the page energy here, but it's a thought, you know. It's right in front of the source. And also the crown chakra. It's still blocked a little here with clouds, some indecision, possibly some bad decisions. However, you can see that somebody here is coming in. You know, they're coming out of the sky. Interesting. Are they flying right out of the Hermit energy? Are they falling down out of the tree in the Hangman energy? Are they getting that different perspective? Is it time? This is the thought here. So, but it's extremely emotional. Somebody's forlorn. It might be you. And it's overfull, this baptismal cup. And they're surrounded by the lotus flowers, which is healing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Connecting us right to Venus, the planet of love, of course. Also connecting us to healing. And restoring harmony with another person. This is, so here's the thing. I'm keeping this, and it's bringing in the full energy. There's bringing in something else as well. We're going to look at it, and we're going to have to look at these because they're showing themselves to me. Okay, so I'm going to take them, and yeah, so this is how it's going. Those are yours. We're going to set this down, and we'll see if anything else wants to come through before we move on to another deck. I'm hearing that the overall energy is going to be here soon. So let's see. This offer, there is an offer coming. They're not ready yet. Is it communication only in a message? It can be, okay? Can also be something bigger. Oftentimes with the Ace of Cups, there is a connection to a romantic proposal, which can even be something as big as a marriage. And for some of you, that's maybe remarriage. I want to be clear that that's just not always the case. It really is going to be different for everybody. If you, you know, it just is. But we see, interesting as I said, it just is. And I heard justice as I said it. Okay. Anyway, we do see that there's an offer that they're not ready for here, but they're getting ready. This is with defenses down energy. It's a much more vulnerable energy. We see here that they're getting the clarity. We know where they are in the Hermit and the Hangman. Again, the question is, are they going to be fast enough? Where are you at in this connection? Because I do feel you in the Hermit energy, at least trying to go in. Maybe you're coming in and out as well. But there's the Fool card. And here's the thing. So is this coming together? Hello. I caught the camera in time today. Woo! Okay. So is this coming together and beginning again? Is this a new start? Is this taking a chance, a whole new path really, after having communicated this and working it out? For some of you, very much yes, because the Fool is beginning the journey. This is the Fool's journey, the hero's journey. It's at the start. It's hope. It's beginning again without the baggage. The Fool hasn't gone on the journey yet. And that's really clear here, that whatever this communication, whatever's coming up here, whatever that truth is within you, within your person, within the connection, it's absolutely necessary. And it's looking real giving here to work this out. It's really clear that a conversation is extremely important, and the need to heal. I'm feeling a really strong Archangel Raphael energy, of course. It's the Lover's card, the angel of healing, and wanting to help fix what is broken and restore harmony and happiness and new beginnings. So what I wanted to say is, whether this is coming together and healing, look at those lotus flowers. It's time. When you have this conversation, it feels big. And it's making this decision of, are you healing and coming back together, or are you healing and moving on? But healing is really necessary here, because this is leaving behind that. It's working it out and then leaving it and starting over, so that you're not pulling it back into your connection on, things that you haven't worked out. For some of you, it might be working things out and moving on. Let's see. But that's communication here. That is healing. It's time, I feel. And look at that black feather coming down. That's telling us that, yeah, angels have been in protective mode. And there's a feeling that this is a really protected connection. Okay, yeah. That's the other thing that I wanted to say, and it's also coming through in the Hangman look, are the paradigm shifts. Really strong paradigm shifts, which we saw, and that's coming totally new. And that's why the Death card is coming here with the Fool card. This is, don't worry about this energy. This is not a bad energy. This is Scorpio energy. It's the major arcana. We know that. And this is also Pluto energy, and that's that's regenerative, transformational. It's really big. It's a new beginning. They go together today. It's not surprising to me at all. This is also wanting a second chance. It's changing. There's a really strong psychic connection, I feel, and also physical connection. This is somebody too who is realizing, or may not be even realizing it, but coming in with checking their ego, leaving their ego as well. Okay, it's the death of the ego as well. And it's really a totally new beginning. It's working it out and just a second chance. Also, not just for your person, this person here, but for the connection, if that is what you're wanting. And with that, yeah, no, it's not. I thought it might be the overall energy. It's not feeling like the overall energy. Okay. The Seven of Swords is not surprising. It's in reverse. This is coming back and making amends. This is exactly this reading here today. The Seven of Swords in the upright is telling us what we already know, that this is somebody that flew away from the connection or from communication within the connection. For some of you, it was physical too. Has been not honest. Dishonesty is here. It's really here. And it's within themselves, also with you within the connection. So that's obviously what's coming through that's going to need to change. And it can be that there was some betrayal. So that won't be for everyone, but it is here. And look, there are the protective, for both of you, there are the black feathers again. It's angels in protective mode. And look what the Seven of Swords, crows flying off with. There it is. That's really a lot of telling us what happened here, which we know. I mean, we see it. We see the loss, the heartbreak, as this person goes off with these swords. Again, that's transactional. That's the clarity. That's the truth. That's communication. And it's leaving in that sense, but also for some of you physically. So for some of you, it's no contact and or in separation. It really just, you're obviously going to know. And it's look, and it's in reverse. So this is wanting to make peace for that. So is this a message only coming through of wanting to make peace? It could be for some of you, but you can see it's quite strong that for a lot of you, it's just a totally new start. It's working these issues out. Once they're able to have clarity within themselves, bring clarity, offer clarity, truth. You have clarity, truth about what you want. If that's coming together, it's looking really quite hopeful, I want to say. The Two of Cups in reverse is not surprising me because this is just telling us what we already know. And it's still in this energy right now, okay? It's in reverse. So this is still that breakup energy and the separation energy here. It hasn't changed yet, is what I want to say. And well, yeah, twin flame energy, soulmate energy, there's the healing energy, so strong. A decision that I don't feel they've really made yet. Interesting. So this is, I'm just hearing that the Fool card needs to go here because I wasn't sure, but there we go. It's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes it's a love message or a song message. I really never know. And this is wanting to go here. Okay. Yeah. So this is the decision that hasn't been made yet. And we already see that. They're not quite ready. Their defenses are down. There's a lot more vulnerability. The Six of Pentacles, the giving energy, the clarity that they're receiving and wanting to bring. We also see in the Three of Wands in reverse, the Sun in Aries. That puts the Sun in reverse, and that is a temporary energy of waiting for an outcome. There's some melancholy around the wait and what happened. We can even see it in the Ace of Cups. But it's a temporary wait, and we're getting here this giving energy. So again, it can be literally just the truth, and clarity. But it can also be the foray, the beginning of something totally new. Everything working things out and giving it a good chance, And by the way, it can be for some of you that there was some discord, maybe some arguments around this connection. So that all obviously will need to be addressed as well. But so I don't feel like anything has changed as you're watching this. But we can see that things are going to, because the decision hasn't been made yet. But that lotus flower is there. I think I'm done with this deck. I'm going to bring in another deck, which is really the same deck. It's one of my many soul decks. And it's German. As you know, I'm in Austria. So don't worry, there's words here, you know, that you might not know, but you'll recognize the cards, and also I'll tell you. Let's see if anything is coming in that is validating the reading, some new insight. Maybe there's something we need to see, and I need to look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, so it's come back. The Hangman has come back. It's a big validation, because the Hangman has been, sometimes when we see when I'm seeing particular cards in the beginning in the cut deck, they come back, and they never come back, and they're really in the reading. The Hangman has been a really big part of your energy, so it's a really deep validation for me that they've been indecisive. They haven't been making any moves. It has been a really strong period of uncertainty. We're at whatever connection you're in here. And paradigm shifts, huge. What does that mean? It means communicate. It means doing things differently. It means communicating better, not lying, being honest, being clear about what you want, being clear with each other. The paradigm shifts are really strong. We see it in the Fool card and the Death card. It's the only way here. We're keeping this. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, this energy was here. I don't know if I expressed it, but it's the Queen of Cups, because healing is necessary. And this is also telling us that regardless of what path you're taking, this is going to be healing. You know, there's healing being offered here. It's the Queen of Cups. It's the most nurturing, healing, supportive energy. It's Cancer energy. You can see here with these rock formations, I always forget the name, and they're also here in the Six of Pentacles. There's a lot of reasons for them, but what comes through for me is you put them, you know, you stack them when you're, for example, on a walk, right? You're holding you're getting here in wisdom, or you've got your hermit energy, and you're out walking and trying to figure things out, get a new perspective. Isn't that interesting? And it takes you where you need to go. You can look at it and go, oh, I need to go back that way. I went that way. It helps you find your way back. So we see it here in the Six of Pentacles, and we see it here. And there's a healing lotus flower right at the top. It's being adorned with this reunion energy for me, this floral wreath. The cup shows little baby crows, which can be for some of you. There's children involved. It won't be for everyone, but that's also new beginnings. And it's connected right here with both of the starfish, which are infinite possibilities, but also making something work that wasn't. And there's that crown, the crown chakra, the knowing. So everybody here knows that this healing's necessary. Your person, this someone here knows that. Where you are going from there is where you're going from there. And I'm going to stop here and then channel some, and we're going to move into, I think we're going to move into some love messages. The Four of Swords isn't surprising. It's where you go after the Three of Swords. It's the Jupiter and Libra energy to get the truth. So it's super, super, super clear that you both have been here. You might still be here as well, because this is the reading. You know, it's the clarity, it's the truth, it's the communication. And on one hand, you're here waiting for it. You know, it's where you go after the Three of Swords. So how long have you been here? You know, it's time alone, recovering, renewal, thinking about things, just taking a break from what maybe for some of you has been arguing or was arguing. It's not going to be for everyone. And for some of you, you might be out. It might be in reverse. I'm hearing that it's a spinner, because that's a restless energy, and it's kind of anxious. And I did hear earlier that, are you going to be there? Maybe, you know? So there's a little bit of that going on. I don't think your person is here anymore. I don't think they're in this energy anymore. And yeah, I'm going to keep this. We're going to stop now. That's what we're going to do. Or what are we going to do? Okay, no, I'm hearing that I need to channel. So we didn't keep it. Isn't that interesting how things go? It's the Eight of Pentacles. This is also yours. Okay, so that's how that's going. And I think I'm going to put this here for now. It's the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. That's the Sun in Virgo. So that's the Sun being the Three of Wands, the Sun in Aries energy. We know it's a temporary wait, because that's what that is in reverse. It's delays, you know, in movement, and I feel in a message that might furrow way into a in-person reunion. It can't even be, it begins that way. It's also the road to healing, I feel. It's temporary energy. And here's the upright, the Eight of Pentacles. This is the Sun in Virgo. So it's saying, yeah, that the outcome is dependent on the work that's done. And that's, of course, between you and your person, your someone that you're here for today. There are the Six of Pentacles being brought in right here. Of course, that's taking us right into the Moon in Taurus as well. That's the reciprocal energy. So for this to work out, it really is what choices is everybody going to make. Communication, divine timing, growth. Everybody's seeing things from a new perspective, being willing to communicate and work on these issues so that when you go into that full energy, when you've worked them out in the death energy, in the death card, you know, the transformational energy, the rebirth of this, that it's really behind, you know, that so there really is a fresh start here. I really like this, and that's the outcome. But again, the Sun in Virgo, it's also telling us that there are a lot of details, you know, in this commitment. This is the Pentacles, of course. It's the physical relationship. And somebody here you see working and kind of looking over here. It's interesting because that's, I just heard page energy coming in too. That's the, you know, kind of holding on to that truth and keeping an eye on things. I don't think they're in the energy anymore, but this is more of a message for me of, yeah, working things out and it being reciprocal and working out specific issues, of course. And look, hi guys, that camera, I'm telling you, is going to be the enemy. So the Seven of Wands. This is exactly what we have been feeling, or what I've been feeling, that it's a timing issue. It's this feeling of, well, yeah, it's in reverse here, the Seven of Wands. This is Mars and Leo energy, and that's the planet of action, the beginning and the end, the planet of drive, passion, conflict. It's how you do things, and it's the energy here right now. I feel this is your energy of feeling like, yeah, I feel like timing is an issue. Are you going to be there? Some of you might not be. That's what you're thinking about. So that's what that is for me. Interesting. It's funny because it first came out and my brain said Seven of Swords, and then I said, wait a minute, Nine of Wands. It's just really confusing, but we can see that here. Okay, and look what's at the bottom of this deck. I'm going to keep it. It's the Five of Wands in reverse. This is a lot like the Six of Wands in the upright. What is this telling us? That this is going to be resolved, whatever that's going to mean for you. I feel the healing, and whether you're coming back together for really an entirely new start here, paradigm shifts. We're talking new beginnings, you know, starting, leaving these things behind that you work out, or you're moving on completely. Whatever the case may be, there is going to be an outcome that's the highest and the best path for everyone. Bringing in Archangel Michael here, Temperance. We didn't see Temperance. We probably could if I'm looking. There's nothing here. But I think I'm going to stop now here because we already know that. Harmony being restored, what is that going to mean for you? Some resolution to move on, or is this resolution to move on together and go here? Either way, the healing is here. And this no contact and or in separation reading. Let's bring in some love messages, some channeled love messages, and then we're going to close your reading. Today I am feeling that I want to bring in the little ones. And then I'm going to bring in some numbers and letters. And then I'm going to bring in some totems. What do you want to say to your person? Messages from your person. Channeled love messages. Messages from their higher self. I fear you have moved on. That's exactly the energy here. Yeah. You are never far from my mind. You are so good to me. It was me, not you. Look at that. This Page of Pentacles looking right at it. Connecting with the heartbreak, connecting with the Seven of Swords in reverse. 3. That's the most I take. Let's see what's going on in the middle here. I am so lost without you. Interesting. I'm sorry I ran. That's more of the Seven of Pentacles energy. Also the Three of Swords. Give me time. That's the King of Wands in reverse. Hangman. It's kind of everything. The Three of Wands in reverse. The Page energy here. Okay. Wow. It's also wanting to land here with the Six of Pentacles, also right in between the Eight of Pentacles, which is bringing in the Six of Pentacles again, the reciprocal energy. Just these two here. Then I'm going to bring in, are these yours? No, that's it. I'm going to bring in some totems and then we're going to close your reading, okay? I love you and you deserve so much more. I really like this. Okay, I'm putting this here with the Six of Cups and this separation energy. Two of Cups, excuse me, Venus in Cancer energy. But you know, Six of Cups energy is strong here. It's interesting how that just came out. The Sun in Scorpio. Nostalgic energy, thinking about when things were working and also thinking about coming back together, whether it's virtually or virtually and more or just virtually. In any case, that's it. We're going to bring in some totems. I do not look, by the way. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. You're like, what? So there is a 5 in here. That's the truth. It's connecting with the throat chakra. Wow, that's also a love nudge from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors that everything is going to be okay. That's coming out of the conflicting energy. Interesting. Look, it's a cat and a dog. Some secrets being revealed. That's also, it's kind of the Queen of Wands kitty energy. That is the Queen of Wands kitty energy for me. That's the confidence. We see the King of Wands in reverse. So this is uprighting this is bringing in the Queen of Wands for me. Also, this dog is chasing the cat. This is also that energy of loyalty with the dog, an instinct, something I feel that they're trusting now. And look, sending you strength here, the unicorn. Need I say more? This alligator, crocodile might connect with some of you via location, but it's also sending strength. Look, making peace here. There's two of you. Oh, okay. Is this an okay energy or is it an initial? I'm not going to bring in a whole separate numbers and letters, I don't think today, but generally, yeah, they can be initials, locations, numbers can also connect to anniversaries or birthdays. And look, there's the communication. It's a microphone. Can be that there's also artists and musicians here connecting to a microphone. But, you know, this is really more about communication for me, making peace. Look, and you have Lady Luck on your side. There's the ladybug. I really love this. And how many? Whoa. She landed right on the Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3. The truth. Coming out of conflict. I'm going to leave her here because that's where she landed. Okay. You know, this unicorn almost looks like an infinity symbol up at the top. Do you see that? If you're on a twin flame journey. But that's also, again, it's life force and it's somebody that you were either planning to be with for a long time. It's also, you know, forever love, or you wanted to. But that's also, again, connecting us, as it has been the entire reading, to justice and the truth, to Libra energy. We see that here. Communication. I mean, it's just really clear. Okay. Beautiful souls, that is your reading today. I really appreciate you joining me. If you enjoyed today's reading, please like the reading. I would really appreciate that. Liking readings, sharing them, and yeah, watching, of course, and liking, sharing if you're inspired, subscribing to the channel, turning on your notifications so you know in real time when readings are coming and when I'm going live. These are things that really help me so much here at the Tarot Closet to continue channeling for you, bringing you readings. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for giving me your time today. I appreciate it. I really enjoyed channeling for you. I'm sending you love and light, all things good. Have a beautiful day, and I'll look forward to seeing you at another love reading. Bye for now.